I'm in Salad and I saw Jaws 3. It is directed by Joe Alves. If you haven't seen this movie, I'll spoil it for you. It is currently 2:45 p.m. It is 85 degrees outside. Humidity is 50% and there's a bunch of boats behind me because it is July 4th and it's a nice day. On with the review. This entire movie, there is a threat of a great white shark, but it's like, ooh, what's it gonna do, right? We got the guy from the last two movies who had to deal with sharks in the first movie, and he's freaking out. He's like, oh my goodness, I can't see any sharks. And he got his girlfriend, and his girlfriend's like, you know what, you should be chill, because we're at Seaworld. We're gonna go to Seaworld, and there's no sharks there, okay? He's like, okay, there's no sharks? I get it. There's no sharks at Seaworld. There's only dolphins. And the chick's really interested in the dolphins, and he's like, I don't want to deal with sharks. If I see a shark, I'm gonna explode, I'm gonna freak out, right? So, basically, what he does is hanging out in Seaworld. This entire movie takes place in Seaworld. You don't think there'd be sharks there, but actually, there's a couple of sharks. I don't know how they get in. The movie doesn't do a very good job of explaining how the sharks get in. Like, there's this little passageway between domes, tanks for some reason, that is left open, but that does not explain at all where the great white sharks come from. We got a tiny one that is discovered, and then it's like, oh, this one didn't actually eat these people who went excavating into the Seaworld place. Wait, what's happening in the movie? There's a lot that I'm like, why is everybody here? Why are there people trying to steal corals from the bottom of the Seaworld floor? But the way that it's shot, it's like, if it's a different place, I couldn't tell because everyone's like in the same lagoon. We got like this people stealing corals, or I guess jewels from corals. It's kind of hard to tell. And then we got like these teenagers being rambunctious, also at SeaWorld, just having a chill time, having a happy time. My initial thought is like, oh, they must be at some sort of beach. But the way that it's shot, like I could see the back. I could see, it's not the ocean. Like, I could see that there's, like, a containment around this area. So I'm like, this must be at SeaWorld, then. The way that it's filmed, it's really hard to map out what's going on in this world. But I do enjoy it. I like the pacing. It's a little slow when it comes to the people talking. I couldn't care less about those parts. But when it comes to... But there's two sharks. There's a baby shark, like I mentioned before. But then there's this person who is... in like the viewing area of the public, and their body is discovered, and it turns out the jaw radius would be too big for the baby shark to be eating it. So it's like, oh no, there's like a person that's dead because of a bigger shark. We already caught the little shark, now we need to catch the mama shark, and for some reason the mama shark is really interested in people. Look, I've read about sharks way before I knew anything about Jaws. Well, I probably heard about Jaws just being like a shark movie. When I was younger, I was like, do sharks really eat people? And no, they don't. They only do if they think that you're like a seal or something. And that's like usually when you're on a wakeboard. And there are, I swear you not, there's 12 people, 2 pyramids, 6 people each. What is it called? Water skiing? Water skiing. And I'm like, why are you guys doing this? It's some sort of like routine or something. Some of these people are victim to the shark. And we gotta get rid of the shark, and we gotta get the shark out of SeaWorld. It's fun seeing the location being SeaWorld. I know SeaWorld is famously like a place where animals are treated poorly. I've never been to SeaWorld myself. I heard that growing up all of my life. Have you been to SeaWorld? Let me know what the conditions are like now. I bet, since they're still open, the conditions still have to be bad, but not as bad as they used to be because of that reputation. They would have had to clean it up. Be like, man, we gotta get rid of this reputation. We gotta clean up SeaWorld, right? But no, actually, nobody forgets the reputation. They will not forget the reputation of SeaWorld, no matter how hard SeaWorld tries, which is me thinking that SeaWorld is probably better, but I've never been. Let me know if you've been to SeaWorld. This entire movie takes place at SeaWorld. How they get rid of the shark is really fun. They get rid of the shark by having it go to this really shallow pool, and the shark can't really be there. They didn't mean to kill the shark. There's like a lot of conflict, like, oh, should we kill the shark? But no, we have a great white shark in captivity, the first of its kind. Oh, we should kill it though because it's a danger to people. Ultimately, the person who really hates the shark put it into a really shallow pool, and then the shark ends up drowning and dying, and that's the end of the movie. Drowning? Sharks don't drown. I meant to say he stopped swimming, and he sunk, and he couldn't breathe. That's what happened to the shark. Anyway, it's a fun time. The pacing is kind of all over the place. With all of the teenage shots, I didn't really care about them. With all the shark shots, I did care about. And then when the teenage and the shark stuff merged together, I was like, okay, here we go. It's a fun time. If you like Jaws, you should check this one out. But it's not my favorite Jaws in the world, but if you want to catch up on all the Jaws movies, this one, I don't think you should skip. It's just a fun time. I like the shark, gory, bloody stuff. That's fun. There's not a ton of that in this movie, but it's a good amount that it's memorable. Overall, it's a fun movie. I gotta give it, because the pacing's so bad though, and I kind of got bored watching it, and there's like 3 times where I had to click and be like, okay, how long do I have in this movie? I'm gonna give it like, it's like a 5.7 out of 10. If you like this review, watch another one the platform really likes at $20 Dinos for 1 movie review per 1 month. If I haven't reviewed it on the channel, there's a chance I haven't seen it at all. That's why you gotta get a Patreon request at patreon.com/ASEPresents. $20 Dinos for 1 movie review per 1 month. Also support the Daily Grindness by going to autisticboobs.com, so you can go here. And until next time, I've been Salad Saw. I'll see you later, my sour croutons and bake a bit.